6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has declared small and medium businesses as the backbone of the country's economy. The Finance Minister has stressed for collaboration with Turkey in the aviation sector. The Interior Minister says the federal government will extend support to the Punjab police in the fight against gangsters and dacoits. The Pakistan Railways is all set to procure 230 passenger coaches under the Public Sector Development Programme. 12 Palestinians were martyred in the Israeli attacks in Gaza today. The Met Office has issued an alert for season-strong monsoon spell from Monday to Friday next in southern half of the country. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has directed the authorities concerned to constitute a steering committee regarding Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority. He was chairing a meeting regarding the small and medium enterprises in Islamabad today. The Prime Minister directed to constitute board of the authority, emphasizing that boards of all such institutions which are significant for the country's economy should be formed immediately. Expressing indignation over the non-functional board of SMEDA, he said small and medium businesses are the backbone of the country's economy. The Prime Minister said he himself will preside over SMEDA's steering committee, and people associated with the private sector should also be included in the committee. He instructed to immediately appoint SMEDA's chief executive officer. Shahbaz Sharif also directed to promote subcontracting in industries and underlined the need for taking steps to make these industries a part of the global supply chain. The meeting was informed that a development fund of 30 billion rupees has been set up for SMEDA for 6 years. The Minister for Finance and Revenue, Senator Mohammad Aurangzeb, has stressed for collaboration with Turkey in the aviation sector. He was talking to the chairperson of the Turkish Pegasus Airlines, Mehmet Tinani, who called on him in Islamabad today. During the meeting, Mehmet Tinani presented an overview of the Turkish aviation strategy, highlighting key aspects that could benefit Pakistan's aviation sector. He also elaborated upon how Pakistan could leverage Turkey's experience and expertise to advance its own aviation industry. The Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi has announced to award Tamgha Shujaat to the martyred police personnel in Machka incident. Talking to the media at Sheikh Zayed Hospital in Rahim Yar Khan today, he said the federal government will extend all kind of support to the Punjab police in the fight against gangsters and dacoits. Mohsin Naqvi said all those responsible for the attack will be brought to justice. The Interior Minister also visited the police lines Rahim Yar Khan to express solidarity with the Punjab police. He offered funeral prayers of the 12 martyred police personnel and prayed for their high ranks in Jannah. The Minister for Planning and Development, Ahsan Iqbal, has said promotion of education and human resource development is essential for steering the country in the right direction. Addressing an event in Islamabad today, he emphasized that teaching new skills to the youth is the only solution to compete in the world. The Minister for Planning said the youth will have to play their role for economic development of the country. The Minister for Law and Justice, Azim Nazir Tarar, has said comprehensive reforms will be introduced in Kanuni Shahadat and the Code of Criminal Procedure. Talking to a delegation of Legal Aid Society, he said protection of the rights of the victims and witnesses will be ensured. The chairperson Benazir Income Support Program, Senator Rubina Khalid, has said the program is a ray of hope for the deserving people of Balochistan. Chairing a meeting in Hub, she said instructions have been issued to all the officers to make the payment of financial assistance to Benazir Income Support Program beneficiaries as easy as possible. Senator Rubina Khalid said the government is committed to ensure transparency and good governance in the Benazir Income Support Program. She said the BISP coverage in Balochistan has been expanded, with 7 new zones being established. The Punjab Chief Minister Mariam Nawaz has reiterated the commitment to deepen bilateral cooperation with Germany in trade and investment. She was talking to the German Minister for Economic Cooperation and Development, Svenja Schulz, in Lahore today. Both the sides discussed matters related to enhancing economic and trade relations and addressing climate change issues. Speaking on the occasion, the German Minister Svenja Schulz praised Punjab's industrial potential, skilled labour and initiatives like the Garment City project. The Pakistan Railways is all set to procure 230 passenger coaches and 820 high-capacity wagons under the Public Sector Development Programme to improve the speed of the trains and ensure adherence to fixed timings. According to a spokesman of the Ministry of Railways, measures are being taken to complete rehabilitation and reconstruction work on the railway track, along with improving the speed of the locomotives to carry passengers to their respective destinations on time. This is Radio Pakistan. 12 Palestinians were martyred by the Israeli forces in Gaza today. Over 40,200 people have been martyred and more than 93,000 wounded in Israel's war on Gaza since October last. Meanwhile, the United Nations Agency for Palestinian Refugees says it will begin vaccinating Gaza's children for polio at the end of this month. The United Nations aid teams have warned that vital chlorine supplies that are essential for purifying water are running out in besieged Gaza. In a statement, the United Nations Aid Coordination Office reported that children are particularly at risk of waterborne diseases. It said the danger is set to rise during the winter months if Gazans continue to be forced to live in overcrowded shelters lacking adequate water and sanitation facilities. Top incarcerated leaders of the All Parties Hurriyat Conference have urged the United Nations to play an active role in resolving the long-pending Kashmir dispute to avert further conflict and sufferings in South Asia. The APHC chairman Musarrat Alam Bhatt and senior Hurriyat leader Shabir Ahmed Shah, in the messages from New Delhi's Tihar jail, stressed that Kashmir is a recognized international dispute and India's persistent obstinacy cannot change the disputed status of Jammu and Kashmir. They warned that failure to resolve the dispute threatens peace and security in the region. Meanwhile, the Modi regime has deployed over 10 battalions and more than 500 special forces personnel across the districts of Rajouri, Poonch, Udhampur, Doda, Katwa and Samba. The increased military presence is aimed at targeting pro-freedom activists and suppressing their efforts to secure the United Nations recognized inalienable right to self-determination. In India, Muslim representative organizations have outrightly rejected the Waqf Amendment Bill 2024, deeming it unconstitutional, undemocratic, unjust, and contrary to the Sharia law. They said the amendment bill proposes inclusion of non-Muslim members in the Waqf Council and Waqf Board and question as to how the non-Muslims can make decisions on Sharia matters. In Nepal, at least 14 people have been killed after a bus carrying passengers from India fell into a river. According to reports, the bus carrying 40 people was travelling to Nepal's capital Kathmandu from Pokhara city in Nepal. The Met Office has issued an alert for season-strong monsoon spell from Monday to Friday next in southern half of the country. According to the chief meteorologist Sardar Sarfaraz, the spell is expected to impact Balochistan's entire Sindh and South Punjab, he advised citizens to take necessary precautions to ensure their safety. And finally, the weather report. Mainly hot and humid weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, isolated rain, wind, and thunder showers may occur in South Punjab, Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Southeast Sindh, and Kashmir during evening and night. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.